Down we go. Who's lying and how do you guys all know him? Am I doing the thing where I don't know who a famous streamer is again? And why is he naked? He's a preach meme. Ah, I see. Why not? I mean, you know.
All seems in order with the lens. And I trust you can hear me?
I can indeed. Coming through loud and clear, Kryl.
Those things are pure malcontent. The residue of lives unfulfilled.
Is it just these two? Look at all these beautiful animations. Whoever suggested I turn on all animations in dungeons? No, it's good. Cynicism and arrogance. Okay, that's a pull I should have saved cooldowns for. Have cooldowns again in 20 seconds. Illbird, I guess a reflection of our anger and enmity. Casting, that's a cast bar. That's, oh, they're dead. That was really cool. So we're seeing both enemies and friends' memories. Livia the Undeterred. Leia Bite looks like a tank buster. Glowing? I assume that those are gonna do bad shit. Oh shit. Shit. Ah, that's gonna hit me. Unlucky. Barely had my toe in it. Cool. Goodbye, Olivia. Again. You were...
Follow the flow of ether. It will guide you.
You killed Neuraxia, so...
The ether
I don't mind
is
killing
too
you
dense. I'm losing you.
This is very beautiful. Oh my goodness. Archibald putting his shield in front of us. Even while dead. God forgive me, I don't speak French. What am I looking at here? We've got big shieldy things, so I have to not hit into those? I don't know. Or are they just as weapons? I think they're just as weapons. Ritadin! He was one of Gaius' lieutenants, one of the ones Gaius really liked. Thought he was meritorious and did good work. Promoted him despite his humble origins as a conscript. What's happening here? Supposed to go in here? Let me in! Am I still melee? He wasn't, like, as far as we know, really a bad guy. He just believed in Empire. What am I witnessing? I don't know, but apparently I'm okay. gonna do the spooky thing again? Wait, what the fuck? I want this one, I guess. He's gonna come back to the middle. Okay, kind of neat. Got lucky on that pattern? Nah, Leith, it was easy. Did you see the new duties? Yeah, I did Cape Westwood against Ritaden solo. And it was surprisingly difficult. It was really cool, actually. I think I fucked up my mouse over macro, or I tried to use it when I was stuck to, because it's not taking the eye away. My bad. No buff for you. Minfilia! I still miss her. Still coming back? Man, I thought that for a long time. Probably my longest held Koopumi in the game, I guess. Minfilia doing nothing? Minfilia was important. She did, like many of these Scions, the absolute best she could with the resources and training she had.
So headstrong, stubborn to the last.
What are we fighting now?
But this is as far as you go.
Is it Fandania?
Oblivion beckons!
Yep. It is. Hey, buddy. You gone and got yourself looking mighty hideous.
Many faces have I worn, but this is my favorite by far! You persist in this folly no longer.
Oh. Okay.
The stage is set.
Interact.
Let the curtains rise for the main attraction.
Am I supposed to retreat? Bracing wind leaps from the pages of memory. Is that your sail? There's a thing to hide behind. Is that your sail?
My, what a boorish audience you are.
I'm gonna do this. Oh, they know better than I do. They maintained uptime. I wasn't sure how wide it would be, so I did not maintain uptime. Once again, Vandaniel, you meet your demise.
Lies! All lies! Your dreams, your hopes, your futures, delusions and lies!
You keep saying that, as though repetition will make it true. Does that mean we can now talk to Hydaelyn? Thank you, my friends. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I had an absolute blast. I appreciate the run.
My very essence begins to wane. Sweet, sweet agony.
Bro, you have the most and longest dying lines of any bad guy in this game ever.
Leave this to him.
Come to deal the coup de grace.
Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all.
Okay. I'm actually really curious about this. How much are you an incarnation versus a reincarnation?
How would you know that name?
Why would you know that name? They get memory crystals when they get selected to fill the seat, as I recall.
Then it was you. In Elpis. With Emet-Selch. The final pieces fall into place. In my halcyon days, as the mortal Ammon, I was haunted by a dream. Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories. But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis. And I was Hermes. Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of Fandaniel that I knew these visions to be true.
So on some level, he did already have those memories before even receiving the Ascend Memory Crystal. Oh my god, did one of you just plug in your phone? That was so loud.
They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos. Or so he thought. In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. My soul. Death failed to expunge them, no matter how many times it came. Rebirth after rebirth, from one Fandaniel to the next. I wonder, is Emet-Selch adrift somewhere in this ethereal sea? In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis? How it must gall him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days, only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amarok in blissful ignorance. Oh, folly.
So you really haven't answered the question about Mathian?
My life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end. I have lived. I have struggled. I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth.
He answered it in his first response. Bruh, you don't know what an answer to a question is if you think that. All he did was acknowledge she existed. I asked what he knew about her.
I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The world his dominion. Yet even he and his vast empire were destined to fall, to become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey lies only death.
That is true.
So I ask you, why live at all?
That is stupid.
We betray. We torment. We murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures, without exception.
Who feels bad for him? I feel bad for the original Hermes. In the same way that I felt bad for Yatsuyu or other people who have terrible things happen to them and then because of them do bad things. I feel bad for Hermes experiencing loneliness, depression, and an inability to share them, plus having to bottle them up because to feel them too harshly harmed someone he cared about. That is unbelievably depressing and harmful. I felt bad for him for that. The subsequent incarnations, not so much.
If life is so sacred, so precious, why fill it with such misery? Man wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning. To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand.
I have no sympathy whatsoever for going batshit crazy and deciding that since, there's sadness and death in the world, just kill everyone now. None whatsoever for that. But the original Hermes pre-insanity, felt bad for.
It matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution! That is my truth. My answer to the question. And yet, even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt. Has my search reached its end? Was this the only way? After all these years. Is this the answer I was hoping for?
The lamentations of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last. Van Daniel, still clinging to existence, I see. You, who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your own, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls, as do I. We prisoners to men, watching as the world turns. Though unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet, dancing to another's tune.
Is that Arcee?
Could be. I was trying to think of corpses dancing to another tune, and there are a few of them.
How very astute. But let me be clear, I have not come to consort with the likes of you.
Can I erase him from the ethereal sea at the same time as Van Daniel?
Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my untimely demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages.
I'm trying to think if they've ever given Asahi a single redeeming quality. Can't think of any.
If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist.
Imagine being so bad that you're one of the primary causes of someone like Yatsu who did horrendous things. You're like meta bad.
But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos.
Okay. You gotta get over that. He's still alive. Who cares?
I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance.
All right. Well, I guess we have to credit him with a certain degree of twisted loyalty.
Now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion, and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus.
All right, I'm okay with this.
Even should you be reborn, your desperate search for answers must start again.
Neither of you deserve my words. Okay, bye. Your turn.
Don't try to follow me. I had more
I
of you
wasn't.
people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
Okay, bye.
Likewise. I pray we do not meet again.
You had better hope not.
Come. Hydaelyn is waiting.
Mama. Surely you didn't intend us to get on this boat, moon thing. I lost your flower, Mom.
Brave travelers, I welcome you. I see. Thou didst journey under Elpis. And now, the rivers of time converge.
Hog. I remember. You remember? Everyone remembers?
I know why you have come. Yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
We need to use your GPS device to find the bird and stab her.
You created the moon to deliver mankind from the final days.
But is that really how it has to end? We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the Source and all of its shards.
To flee is but one of two paths. The other leadeth to Meteon, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem. Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute, where emotion and memory govern all. Ether will avail you naught. Meteon hath gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
We'll beat her. We'll win. I swear it. Is what I might have said once.
It is risky.
After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear.
It's fair. I mean, it is risky. This is everyone's lives at stake. I get it.
I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless? That our only choice is to flee?
Far from it, my child. Long ago, the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Atheris, sought to free their worlds from life's woes. Sorrow and anger, conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteon reported, every attempt ended in failure.
Dragons question mark?
Darkness abideth within every living being and can never be cast out. Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer. And in suffering, find strength and purpose and hope. As you have done so many times before. Thou dost pursue an impossible dream, yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee. Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights. Thou hast grown strong. Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light.
We're our friends.
For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest. In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched. The fires of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more. From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure.
Aww. That's so wholesome.
As witness to black calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite a distant world on the brink of collapse. And thou, my champion, when all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope.
As everyone who listened to me constantly say Minfili would be back can attest.
For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge, drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey.
I just stab what my friends tell me to stab.
You have all known despair, and though the end approacheth, you walk on, heads held high. Therein lieth your power, the strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Then there is a means to confront her.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy. Hark!
Okay.
Nigh impossible is it to send mortals to the edge of the universe. Should you fail, there will be no second chance. As the will of the star, I ask of you this. Do you possess the fortitude to stand firm when all around you doth crumble? Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself? Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey.
Wait, is she gonna fight us? Again?
You must leave this star and never return.
Holy moly, and the stakes are unbelievably high. Win, save the world, lose, exile.
Prepare yourselves.
Whoa.
Prove ourselves worthy, eh? Sounds straightforward enough.
What a fucking Chad. Stardiver!
Aye. No room for confusion there.
Your
In any
weapon's less
case.
cool.
We've come too far to back down now.
Also, Thancred has never forgiven you for Minfilia.
I am of the same mind. What power I have, I shall bring to bear.
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power. Well, not quite every day. Do try not to get underfoot. Needless to say, there'll be no margin for error.
Let us hold nothing back.
For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
Alas, the question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years. I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victorious?
Wow, okay. We gotta fight Mama. The Mother Crystal. In order to, during this quest, Scions stuff. Is this a trial? Then I will do it with my friends. Oh, we filled. Thank you so much for everyone who whispered me. I'm sorry for those I couldn't get in. I'm gonna read while you guys sort out the roles. I'm lucky to not pick trusts. I will always choose my friends over the trusts. I like playing with my friends. One of the strengths of an MMO is enjoying this with my friends. Goddess of Light. Will of the Star. Heidelin. From the far reaches of the ethereal sea, has she ever called to you, and at last you meet face to face. For the Scions will traverse the great expanse in search of Meteon. To forestall the final days, you first must rise to meet her challenge and prove yourselves equal to the task. All right. I love how the crystal is the backdrop. Divine light of Hydra.
I, the last of my kind, shall test thee. Come, prove thy worth.
Her sword's really cool.
Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate? A change of arms. May the test continue.
Dawn Mantle.
We're near or far.
Ow. Alright, that's one. Shields mean go in.
And now this.
Swords? Mean? Question mark? No one's moving. Go out? Go out.
Light unyielding.
I didn't even see an area that it hit.
By blade.
All right. We know what the signs mean. Swords mean out.
Light unyielding.
I'm gonna get
By
hit.
blade.
I'm not gonna get hit. I thought that bouncing was gonna fuck me.
Crystals of light. To me.
Crystals of light. Man, look how cool this is. Oh my god, I remember these.
Here. The song of creation's
What the fuck
end.
is that?
Feel. The sorrow at hope's demise.
Unlucky.
Think. And find your way in the darkness. Follow your light. Or fly, my children, and never look back.
Health. Didn't move. That was a lot of myth.
Then you are resolved. But this test is far from over. By crystal's light.
Fields is all the way in.
We're near or far. We're high or low.
Fuck my. Okay. Oh, whoa, there's stuff. I'm too scared. I'm too scared. Fuck it, I'm getting hit by one. I see how it works now.
Light unyielding.
That's a death border.
Refulgence eternal.
Wow. Don't even know what happened. I must have missed something when I was pressing.
By blade. Succumb not to fear.
Fast or are they slow? Alright. And I get hit.
Near or far.
But it looked cool though. Not until I get healed. Cool fight.
At last, man has the strength to.
Whoa. You zoom in that far, she's gone. She's breathing. She seems fine. Give her a hug. Thank you for the run, my friends. I appreciate it. Hope you had fun like I did.
No! This can't be happening!
Though my power is in constant flux, I have always kept a reserve for this very moment. It was a true test of your prowess. You have done well.
There is one thing I must ask. By sundering the world into 14 shards, the ether of all living beings too was divided. This reduction would in theory allow us to more easily interact with Dynamis.
Also makes it more harmful to us.
Having seen mankind brought to the very precipice of extinction, you wished for us to develop a means to overcome despair. You believed we had the potential, and sundered all creation to see it fulfilled, to deliver us to that swirling maelstrom of Dynamis in which our foe hides, and grant us the power to defeat her once and for all. Is this not true?
It is as thou sayest. 'Twas the trial to which I subjected mankind, and it hath led to untold bloodshed and suffering. There was no kindness, nor justice in the tragedy I wrought.
Pretty true. Some necessity, though.
When confronted with the almighty Zodiac, my only recourse was rend him and the world asunder, that his power be diminished for a time. And so it came to pass. Now you, my chosen, have surpassed my expectations, surpassed me. I entrust the fate of the universe unto you. This crystal contains the memory of Meteion's passage through the stars. Deliver it unto the Loporrits. They will guide you to her.
Hell yeah. We're turning the lifeboat into a battleship.
Though they may be capable of crossing great distances, There is a vast difference between traveling to the moon and the furthermost reaches of the great expanse. And unlike Meteion, we cannot simply soar on waves of dynamis to our destination.
Indeed. To make such a journey would require an astronomical amount of ether. But a solution lieth close at hand.
Of course.
Yes, my child. Ever since I became the will of the star, the ether drawn here had slowly crystallized. They who have answered my call know it well. While I have remained hidden, it hath become the embodiment of the planet's will in my place. A faceless, omnipotent force of nature. The Mother Crystal. Our final hope.
Like the National Oil Reserve, I guess.
Alas, I can do no more. The fulfillment of this task doth fall to you, my chosen. Now, heed these words. Darkness and light, despair and hope. As goeth one, so goeth the other. Become light, become hope. I have a gift for thee. Come closer.
Walking.
Long have I searched for a means to safeguard the future of this star. Though I knew failure after failure, by recalling thy tales and my promise to thee, I found the strength to carry on. Though the world is ever changing, thy thirst for adventure hath never waned. Thine unshakable resolve never ceases to amaze, to inspire.
How long you've wandered, burned bright as a star. Oh, I have awaited you patiently all this time. Past every fate, now sing with me once more. Share of your life, far greater than memory. Its loss and love words cannot hold. Boundless the tale.
Oh, guys, I'm listening to the music.
Each drop a blessing from heavens above, and how as time flowed on those waters became one. Streams, rivers, and lakes reaching for the horizon, and far beyond they carry onward. Changed with each brief reflection by a setting sun.
Guys, I wanted to hear the lyrics. That's it. I'm not saying it's not moving me. I'm saying I don't care if it desyncs the dialogue. That's a very, I don't know, it's like not ethereal like ether, but ethereal as in angelic and light, you know what I mean? Very beautiful. It's very well done to be a mother goddess's song, you know? Very good.
As a mark of my gratitude, I bestow this final gift.
Would you marry Heidelin? No. Taller woman? I don't care how tall a woman is. She's my mother. Weirdos?
Thou dost possess the crystal of Azan, yes?
I do.
As Heidelin, I reside over the forces of stasis, tranquility, peace. The laws which impart stability to existence itself. I will weave this self-same power into the crystal, granting thee mastery over matter, to give form to the formless. Use it wisely, or it will not last indefinitely.
Are you sure?
As thou hast seen on thy journey through the ethereal sea, souls are drawn to thee. Mayhap this trait will prove to be a boon rather than a hindrance. It is thy hopes and prayers that enable Azam's invocations and give them life. So keep them close. But pray, remember this. When the way forward is hidden, even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation, but within yourself. These were the words of the crystal's original bearer. With that, my work is finished. Fulfill our promise. Right the wrongs committed when the world was yet whole. Silence the song of oblivion. Teach her a brighter melody. Show her our journey is far from over. Of this, I have no doubt. For yours is a light brilliant beyond measure. Long after I have gone, though not even my soul remaineth, my love will be with you forever, my dearest children.
That was beautiful. That was so beautiful. Did you come on? I didn't so much kill her as prove to her that she could finally rest, because she has an heir in whom she can place responsibility for the sake of the world. That's what she wanted. I know that all street, like, it's okay for you to meet me, you killed her, blah blah blah, that's fine. But that's my actual take. That's my actual take. She's been waiting a very, very long time for someone to be able to do what needs doing and be able to take up the role that she has been performing, so that she can finally, after eons and eons, return to the star. And she engineered the situation in such a way that her last strength would only be taken from her, returning her to the star, by someone who could do it and had the character and strength of soul to do so. It shoots Heidelin, she doesn't drop a tear. Why would I call her Heidelin? She's so clearly Vana. It's so clearly Vana to me. It's bittersweet end. It is, of course. But ages ago, in a previous age of the world, a great evil was released that has been bombarding this world ever since with death rays of hatred and despair. and they were unable to fix it. And she's been working and waiting for a long time for someone to come along, someone to be molded, someone to be created to a certain extent who could handle it, and she has faith now that we can. Have any of you read Patricia McKillop? A Prince of Head? I'm not going to linger on this too long, but there's some very strong vibes I get about that plotline. Very, very strong. The idea of an unbelievably ancient creature, the last of her kind, guiding this new life and protecting this new life in the hopes that one day it can take up the mantle and relieve them of the necessity of doing so. Also, although it was space opera, now that I think about it, it also reminds me of E. Doc Smith and the Lensman series. Name again? The fantasy book is Patricia McKillop, Prince of Head, H-E-D. None of your naughtiness chats, if you're memeing the head thing. And then the science fiction one was the Lensman series. All you have to do is Google the Lensman series. That one's science fiction. It's space opera. Yes, Riddle Master of Head. Correct. Correct. That is correct. That was such a beautifully well done story. I really enjoyed it. I'm a little bit worried about the whole infusing my crystal with that kind of power. Has to be a reason why. It's a lot of power. I'm gonna do a thing. And you can call it stalling if you want. That's fine. I got linked this by one of the mods, and I want to hear it. None of these spoilers are things I need to worry about, right? They're spoilers of what's already happened? Confirm? Deny? Vi? Naughty, naughty. Alright, never mind. I'm so glad that it put the spoiler warning in there. You never read my messages? That's normally true, but I'm looking at Discord a little bit more today. Alright, we continue the story instead. I'm glad to see you well. Though we could... this music. Though we could roughly place your souls, deep as you went, we could neither see nor hear you. The fluctuations in your ether near the end gave me quite a fright. What in the world happened? Well, have you sensed anything regarding your connection to our mother? Goodness, this piano is so good. You mean to say Heidelin is... Yes. She is gone. There's no time to feel our feelings. We must carry out Heidelin's will without delay. We'll find Mitian if it's the last thing we do. If you wouldn't mind handing over the crystal, that is. The fancy, navigatory one. The GPS that I have no idea what to do with? Gladly, certainly, of course. Here you go. Technologically advanced bunnies, please handle. To the edge of the universe where congregates the despair of countless stars. You are determined to see this through. Yes, we save the whole world and all of the other shards. We save Reen. We are. Should words fail us, we will fight to the bitter end. I know that it pains you to accept this. Would that I need ask nothing more of you. Yet we only have two means to travel the great expanse. The moon and Charlene's Ark. I am all too aware that without both of them there will be no exodus. But I nevertheless beg you to honor the agreement we made. The Forum's decision will be honored. You have earned the right to use the ship as you see fit, and I could not rescind it even if I wanted to. As it happens, I do not and would do all within my power to aid your cause. With that settled, might I suggest you rest a while? Proving oneself the Heidelin is never easy, and despite our unparalleled genius, we'll need a day to make the necessary calculations. You may as well take advantage of it. You can chart a course through the sea of stars in a single day? Gods. Shall we head above ground for some fresh air then? And perhaps a nap? Nod. Intense. Okay. I don't suppose, like, an orchestrion landed in my bags or anything? Nope. That was really good. I appreciated that Vena understood the horrible consequences of her actions. It wasn't justice, it wasn't righteousness, it was simply necessity. Hard choice made for the greater good. A little bit of a parallel there, maybe, with Urianger and the unbelievably hard decisions he's made in the past. 5 gifted subs and you go Lalafell to the end of Endwalker. I'm sorry, I think you misspelled 5,000. I don't even know if I'd do it for 5,000. Robin is my character, and I have never identified more with a character than I ever have this one. I honestly don't know if I'd do it for 5,000. Robin is beautiful. I would question the wisdom, taste, and good sense of anyone who donated to that cause. I've been expecting you. Is Robin a male or female? No. I heard about your foray into the ethereal sea. The students have ventured far and wide, but never quite so deep as that. Are you experiencing any after effects from your prolonged exposure? Nausea, dizziness, hauntings? Well, have a pleasant sleep, and if you do experience any unusual phenomena, let me know. I shall add it to our records. Hey, I'm sleeping in a non-completely awkward way. That's actually really close to how I sleep. Except I usually put a hand under my pillow. That's about the only difference.
There you are.
Whoa.
Some time, indeed. Yes. For you, at least. Believe me, I'd meant to get some proper sleep. But here we are, drifting along instead. Well, well, you too. And so we remain, to watch and wonder. Yes, indeed. To begin, we first must see the end.
That sounded like Hythlodaeus. He was talking to someone in the ethereal sea? Swimming? Maybe? My nap got disturbed, so I thought maybe I'd take another one.
There you are. Some time, indeed. Yes. For you, at least. Believe me, I'd meant to get some proper sleep. But here we are, drifting along instead. Well, well, you too. And so we remain, to watch and wonder. Yes, indeed. To begin, we first must see the end.
That's definitely Hythlodaeus, and I believe that that's indicating very strongly that after his millennia-long internment as a part of Zodiark, he's been released to mingle in the ethereal currents, but has retained some sense of identity instead of mixing with others and being reincarnated. And I think he just said hi to Vana. I think. And I think he's saying, before we re-begin, before we go again, we need to see the end. We need to see the end. We'll see if the game confirms or denies, but that is my current idea. He was recognizing and greeting someone who had been gone and missing for a long time. It makes complete sense that that would be Vana. It's been a long time for her, whereas he was in limbo and then resting, maybe. It was Emmett. It could be Emmett, but I think it's Vana. With a lovely and beautiful surprise that instead of being dissipated, she is returned to the ethereal sea. Vana's dissipated? How do you know? How do you know? Because she said so? Who cares? Sometimes things happen that you don't expect. She said, I know, but that doesn't mean you know. I could tell you that I am the Lord your God. Right? But you're not going to believe me. Sometimes things happen even in this game, right? Like, even if you're the kind of player, there's a contingent of chat that believes every single word uttered in this game is true, correct, real, and inarguable. Right, there's a contingent of that. But even if you believe that, sometimes characters believe something and say something and then turn out to be surprised. Just like Manipula will return. I think it was reasonable for me to think she'd return for a while. Because she said she would. And then when the librarian told me the story of her fading before the flood, then I gave up hope. It's a really cool cutscene, and obviously it's left open, and maybe I'm wrong, and maybe we'll see in a little bit. But that's what I think right now. I think it's beautiful if true. I think it's beautiful if true. After her unbelievably long withholding of her soul from the natural cycle that her people believed so firmly in, she's pleasantly surprised with a return to the star, for which she has long waited and yearned. But obviously they don't say, and it could be Elidibus, it could be Emmett, whatever. Like, I just think that those aren't as poetic in this moment. Right after what happened with Vana, there's a symmetry and a poetry there. It would be kind of strange to put an Emmett meeting here instead of a long time ago. And they could do it, but that's what I think. And I'm allowed to think it, even though she said something, because I'm allowed to think that there's a possibility that she could be wrong. Even her people weren't fully certain what happened once your soul rejoined the ethereal sea. And if you're going to insist that every single word spoken by every single character is true and real and inarguable, and none of them are ever wrong about anything, well, then you and I just play and interpret this game in very different and essentially incompatible ways. Robin, I trust you've had a good rest. An envoy of Franks arrived not long ago with a message. The Loporrits have determined Meteon's location. We've been asked to gather at the Rostra. I'll meet you there, along with the others. Gonna finish today? I'm not gonna try to finish today. I'm gonna just play for like my normal amount of playtime, and then I will ask the mods if it's worth pausing at a pause or continuing. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna rush. I'm not gonna try to, like, my goal is not to finish. My goal is to enjoy this increasingly beautiful story. Like, the further I've gone into yesterday through Elpis and then into today, the better it's getting. So my goal is simply to enjoy this. I'm not trying to finish. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We'll see what happens. Misleading tweet. True. Maybe. We like to finish. What's that like? We should always aim to finish first. There's a chance I was in character. I'm a healer. Healers don't play to finish first. Healers play in order to enable the actual players to finish first. And that is one of the truest truths that I have ever trued. Everyone appears to be present and accounted for. Good. As you know, the Loporrits have deduced the whereabouts of Meteon by means of a crystal bequeathed to us by Heidelin himself. Your quarry's location is a place far beyond the moon and the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars at the edge of creation. This is... I shouldn't, but I just find this sentence really funny. The location is really far. I mean really far. I mean really super duper very far. A veritable Ultima Thule. Indeed. How then are we to reach it? An excellent question. Luckily for you. Luckily for you, I have an equally excellent answer. In theory, with its advanced propulsion system, the moon is capable of delivering you to Ultimate Thule. But the myriad other facilities housed within would greatly impede travel through the sea of stars. Even the Mother Crystal may not possess ether enough to bear so massive a vessel to our destination and back. However, if we integrate our Hyper Hopper with your ether burner, we should be able to fire things up and jump our way to the end of the universe in no time. Father, does this mean... Bear in mind, this decision was not made solely at my discretion, but with the consent of the Forum. Hearing the Lopereth's proposal, the Forum was faced with a grave decision. Thinking hard? I am. I am thinking, and I am feeling. That's it. I'm not hearing. How far are we gonna zoom in? I'm waiting. Oh, that's it. Hearing the Lopereth's proposal, the Forum was faced with a grave decision. To commit the Ark to this endeavor would mean abandoning both our plans to evacuate the moon and to resettle on another star. Needless to say, the proposition invited fierce debate. Of course it did. I mean, I understand this. You have a near guaranteed, a relatively low-risk means of saving a lot of people. I mean, kind of. It's actually really high risk. Spaceship might not work. You might not find another star. It's not great. But you've got a higher probability chance of saving some people, or a high-risk chance of winning everything. You've got an all-or-nothing option, and you've got a compromise option. Regardless of the degree of risk, I think we all agree that the risk of trying to save the world is higher, and the payoff is higher. And that's the kind of thing that it's going to invite a lot of debate. Because this is the future of everything and everyone. The interesting thing is, though, that I think that it would be short-sighted to believe that just finding another star would work. Because Meteion is still out there singing her song of despair in the furthest reaches at the end of the galaxy. Believing in her heart that destroying and ending civilizations and life forms and species is the right thing to do, and that's not going to change just because we've moved. It would in fact do what Heidelin feared and cause us to need to recreate the cycle anew. The only way to, if we don't end the barrage of suffering she is spraying throughout the universe, the only solution is to erect a new ethereal shield with a new summoning. And it all begins again. In the end, however, the form was swayed by the simple fact that Hydaelyn believed you possessed the strength needed to overcome this crisis. The Great Exodus was, after all, a plan of Hydaelyn's own making. Therefore, if in the 11th hour she would proffer another means by which we may seek salvation, we would be fools to dismiss it out of hand. That's pretty true. She sacrificed everything, her very existence, to avert the destruction of this star. That is why we have chosen to place our faith in Hydaelyn, in you. The Ark will be made ready for your voyage to Ultima Thule. Did I maybe miss something? Have we heard the words Ultima Thule before, or is it just that he just named it that? I'm worried I missed something. He said a veritable Ultima Thule in italics, and then that's what we're calling it. He just named it? Okay, alright. He just named it. Alright. Alright, so we're just referring to it as Ultima Thule because he said it is a veritable Ultima Thule. What of all the people that have labored so tirelessly to prepare for the evacuation? They must be furious. I would not be so sure. They have not forgotten your deeds on the Magna Galakis. Nor did your instrumental role in orchestrating the delivery of Adamantite go unnoticed. No, the people do not protest. Quite the contrary. They have expressed unwavering support for you and your mission. Are the Loperites too willing to abandon the Exodus? Of course. Were you not listening when we said we were born of Hydaelyn's love for Aetheris and its people? If it means your survival, we would do anything to help. And you'll most certainly have need of our expertise where you're going. There's no guarantee Ultima Thule is a place that supports life, an otherwise vexing problem our know-how. Besides, Hydaelyn chose us to lead the way to Metian. Why else would she give you a crystal only we can decipher? More importantly, we were perfectly content to evacuate Aetheris until you brought us here at Rianger, and now we're enamored with the place. So what choice do we have but to save it? I really like this. They came down. This gives a little bit more meaning and fulfillment to what I thought at the time, and still do think, was a fairly long, boring filler questline. It is worthwhile if over the course of that questline, the Loperites fell in love with the star and want to save it. It makes it more fulfilling in retrospect. Give you a break from the story. Yes, they very often do light-hearted, less significant things as intermissions between emotionally deep and lore deep moments. It's time-honored, very traditional storytelling, and it's good. We need those as humans. But it's nice that it's not just a pacing thing, but it's also given meaning by the writers by making it as a contrivance in which we bring the bunnies over to our side. Where before, they were convinced we had to flee right now, they have now found the value of saving our star and saving the shards. It's good for the filler to not just be filler. None of this is possible without you and the sounds, so I must ask, are you certain you wish to do this? Oh yes. Time for some synchronized nodding? You're dead? No, I'm fine. I'm just gonna drink some water. And a big enthusiastic thumbs up from Graha, and even Frank nodded. Very well. We shall inform the Forum of your decision and begin preparations to bolster the Ark with the, Hyper Hopper. The Loporrits will coordinate with the Ilsabard contingent to have the necessary components transported via the Tower of Babel. Of course, it will take time until the work is complete. For now, pray take your ease. It would seem there's nothing to do but rest and prepare. Shall we? Nod. I just had a nice nap though, in fact, 2. So we're going to the end of creation at Ultima Thule. And Hythlodaeus and his unknown friend are going to watch the end. How many different layers of end are they going to weave into our upcoming walking, I wonder? As many as they can, I'm sure. The end of creation, the end of the universe, the end of this eons-old apocalyptic event, the end of the ancients of our original star, the end of the final remnant of that civilization, the end of governance of our world by Hydaelyn. Before we depart, we must leave nothing undone. Quite, although it is difficult to conceive of how one can best prepare to brave a domain where Dynamis governs all. Nevertheless, Hydaelyn deemed us worthy of the trials that await. For lack of any other feasible options at this late stage, let us trust in her judgment and face Mitian as we are. Which leaves the not-so-small task of coordinating our efforts here to you and to Taru. If all goes to plan, we'll be back before you know it. I certainly hope so. We will be praying for your safe return. Maybe it'll affect the Dynamis for the better. With that settled, we should get some rest and make the most of the time we've been afforded. Here comes Tataru. The meeting's over, is it? You were in there for so long I started to worry. What did they have to say? They're letting us take over? They're letting us yoink their spaceship? They're letting us save the world? The edge of creation. I see. Rest assured, everything will remain in order until you return. And you will return. Actually, Robin, could I borrow you for a moment? Looks like your plans for the interim are decided. When the two of you have finished, meet us back at the Baldesian Annex, alright? Nod. Come with me to the Agora, I have something to show you. Is it a new outfit? I think if it is not a new outfit, I'm gonna go change my glam for the upcoming zone. I'm almost certain I know. I think I want my, like, wearied, older outfit with the pink cape back for the end. But if she's giving me a new glam, I'll try that on instead. Alright. Has he done role quests? I have done no role quests. I expect that I'll do them later. Oh my god, you can't all want to talk to Tataru. Get in line. I ain't getting in line. I'm trying to save the world. Excuse me. Thank you. Welcome, Robin, to Tataru's Boutique. I've always done my best to provide the Scions with fashionable attire, but in your case specifically, I make an extra effort to strive for the most functional yet stylish clothing one could ask for. Not that I'm playing favorites, but you are the warrior of light. Faced with this unprecedented crisis, I knew you'd need an ensemble unlike anything I've created before, and that I wouldn't be able to do it alone. And so, after enlisting the aid of the world's finest artists, I finally completed my career-defining masterpiece. But then, inspiration struck, and I saw a golden opportunity just begging to be seized. With the help of some Thavnarian refugees, I decided to set up shop here in Charlian. Of course, I would never charge you for any of our work. Perish the thought. Varsrud, how are things coming? Everything is in order, Mr. Tataru. We'll be ready to open shortly. Which is why I brought you here. To be our very first patron. Would you mind waiting here a moment longer? Excuse me, you're kind of on my waiting location. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registration. Bye, everyone. I did not expect to find you here. Our boy Varshan / Vritra. I imagine Nadana would also wish to offer her regards. Alas, after delivering our dragon scales to the engineers, she remained to assist with their work on the ether burner. This simulacrum too will stay in Charlene while I oversee matters in Razat-Han. Man, that's a super convenient way of communicating and observing other parts of the world. I wonder what speed. What's the speed with which he perceives what his puppet perceives? Is it instantaneous? Is it limited by the speed of light? Is it quantum entanglement? It's a rather convenient means to keep abreast of developments pertaining to the final days or anything else. It also allows me after a fashion to watch over my people in this distant land. Varshan, I was hoping you'd stop by. I can't thank you enough for allowing your artisans to work with me here at the boutique. Please, it is I who should be thanking you. This establishment has restored a sense of normalcy to their lives. You have blessed them with newfound purpose and a means by which to support themselves in these troubled times. What's more, when they at last return home to Razat-Han, the experience and knowledge they have gained in your employ will no doubt prove a boon to the artistry and commerce of our land. In fact, I came here to see how your new employees are settling in and to express my gratitude for granting them this opportunity. It's an opportunity for me as well, believe you me. Your artisans have taught me so much about Thavnarian craftsmanship. Their resourcefulness and ingenuity are nothing short of inspiring. I can't wait to see what kinds of wonders we come up with. I pray you every success in your endeavors, Mistress Tataru. Before coming here, I had word of the forum's decision of what will soon be attempted. It was only then that I finally understood why my father called this star the last bastion of hope. Indeed, it was the last bastion, for the flame of every other star he encountered had likely been extinguished. But I still don't get it. Maybe it's explained later. Did Matian and her sisterin just never find the dragon's homeworld? Did Fandaniel or Hermes or their successors never realize when the dragons came, oh, there was another civilization? I know that it sounds like I'm fixating on this, but I am, because it's like this hole in my understanding of the plot. In the boundless dark, the light of brimming life must have been blinding in its splendor. Your journey into the heavens to protect that light. May the scales of my kin serve you well. I have faith you will prevail and restore peace and tranquility to the star. I mean, sure, but also all of my friends. And we should be honored to receive you. There's still much of Razat-Han we have yet to see. Dragons didn't get here. I know, that's my point. That's literally my point. Before the Sundering, the dragons existed on an alien planet around an alien star, and Matian's great expedition to discover the reality of life in the universe didn't see them, didn't find them. And then he came here after the Sundering, and this is a smaller point, but none of the Fandaniel incarnations who have harped and harped and harped on every civilization dying didn't say, oh, oops, there's one. Forgive me, but I must take my leave. Fare you well, and remember, the people of the Star have not yet given up hope, and neither must you. To be very clear, I'm not asking you, right? When I muse aloud about what I wonder about the story and unanswered questions I have, I'm not asking you guys to answer it. I'm just expressing my thoughts. I'm doing this streamer thing where I share with you my thoughts and feelings, that you may delight in the fact that the streamer is unaware, that you might Pepe laugh at what I don't know, you know, things like that. I'm just sharing my thoughts. Where must I go to get a meal with some flavor in this wasteland of taste? Manolane, is that you? Yep, that's him. Robin, old boy, my whatever are you doing here? A new boutique, you say? I had been meaning to expand my wardrobe. Yes, something with a little more flair, perhaps befitting a man of my station. Though I have nowhere to flaunt said Raymond, so long as my confinement continues indefinitely. The young Lord Fort Tom insists that so long as there is work to be done, no matter how trivial, I must abide here in Charlemagne. Thus do I toil, though every fibre of my being rails against it. Why, I've even suffered the company of that brute Sickard to see supplies transported in a timely fashion. Yet he was the one granted leave this morning to participate in some supposed covert operation. So I suffer, instead, for his otherwise welcome absence, now burdened with extra busy work. And without Honoroi here, there is no one to prepare my meals. I came here in the hopes of finding a nice cafe, perhaps. Alas, the Charlian delicacies I've sampled were lacking in every respect. Well, a Manolane. Perhaps I can offer you some Archon loaf. Have you tried... I'm so happy. Archon loaf. It sounds sophisticated, like me. I thank you for the suggestion. With a full belly, I dare say I can endure this purgatory if only a while longer. Ta-ta, old boy. Cruel and unusual punishment. He shot an innocent girl. This is the mildest of punishments. He shot. Yes, he did. If someone says fire to someone under their command and that person said fire, they both shot him. He is guilty of conspiracy to shoot an innocent girl. Does that make you happier? Well, well. Is that Robin and Tataru I spy? Hancock, what are you still doing here? You said you were returning immediately after dropping off your cargo. Yes, that was my original plan. After all, any expertise required aside from the delivery of goods is well beyond my purview. What manner of entrepreneur would squander an opportunity to study the markets of the northern seas? Were it not, I will return straightaway to Kagane once I have finished. Of course, you would find a way to turn this crisis to your advantage. She wounds me, the industrious woman running a new boutique. I am not blind to the travails of those who fight on the front lines to deliver us from ruin. Indeed, I have every confidence they will succeed, and I would make myself and my business ready for their return. If you believe in them so devoutly, why not put your money where your mouth is? Fair enough, Tataru. Fair enough. There's nothing more I can do to help ready the Ark and her heroes for their maiden voyage, but on your return I shall host a grand celebration in your honor at the Bokairo Inn. Accommodations are quite costly given the reputation of said establishment, but the East Aldenard Trading Company would be honored to foot the bill. I don't want anything paid for by Lolorito or his companies. Pity. I'm rather fond of the place myself. Nevertheless, I have no doubt we will find another time and cause for celebration soon enough. Look to Taro's match too. Let us speak more of this upon your return, lest I draw even more after Taro's ire. Until next we meet. Lolorito sponsored stream. God, imagine. Mod check? Mod check. I don't know what we're mod checking for, but we are mod checking. Ah, Robin. Decided to spend your time at the markets, did you? Hey, buddy. It's Wiggs and Bedge. Hey, Wiggs. Hey, Bedge. Totaru. Wiggs. Bedge. I take it work on the Ark proceeds apace? Indeed it does. Collaborating with the greatest minds of Sharlayan and Razadhan has been a rewarding experience, and that's to say nothing of what we learned from the Loporix. The Ark is unlike anything we've ever had the pleasure to work on. Even Nero was rendered speechless on more than one occasion. I can't wait for you to see it. Love their theme. I love their theme. And I love that the theme of their company is so optimistic and hopeful. Always striving for good. Working to elevate us all. And they deserve it too after what happened with the Crystal Tower and Graha. You'll never guess who paid us a visit before we came to Sharlayan. Alpha. I think he sensed the coming danger and returned to check on us. He was always one to turn up in time of need, and I suppose that's why he decided to join us here in Sharlayan. Good thing too. I don't know how he does it, but he has a knack for brightening your day just by being here. It's still hard to believe we have the means to send you off into the great expanse, though. To the farthest known reaches of, well, everything. This has been an unbelievable expansion for exploration and travel. In previous expansions, we explored pretty much the entire world, our star, and made contacts with peoples all over the star, and those contacts have been rewarding as we come together to save the star. But now we went to the moon, and we went to Elpis, and now we're going to the edge of creation. Kind of wild. I never thought I'd live to see such marvels, yet here I am. More often than not, you and the Scions are the catalyst that sparks the need for these great innovations. To think how much I'd have missed out on had I not been a member of the Ironworks. I guess not the whole star, right? There's Maricidia and stuff like that where we've never been. We've had lots of references to Maricidia. We know a lot about it from the Warring Triad, from what Tiamat has said. An awful lot of work, to be fair, and the privilege of being worked like a cart chocobo. There is that too. As busy as we've been, I wish there was more we could do for you, Robin. But no matter what happens, we have to keep believing for a brighter future. Amen. When you head back, would you tell the engineers I'll be along shortly with refreshments? That's very kind of you, Tataru. They'll be glad to hear it. And on that note, Wedge and I should be going. Still a few more supplies to gather before we return. Stare. Okay, bye. Terribly sorry for the wait. Right this way, if you please. Ow. Right, I don't believe the two of you have been formally introduced. This is Varsarud from Palaka's Stand. I do think I've seen her. I don't remember where. Ah yes, it was you who helped us at Perusa and again when crossing the ice fields, was it not? I doubt we exchanged more than glances then, but it is kind of you to remember me. Thanks to Mr. Satoru, I and many of my friends have found gainful employment in this foreign land. It's only natural to feel fear in the face of calamity. In such times we must look to one another for strength and succor. I know not whether we will come to call this place home or return to Thavner, but we are here today and are glad to have contributed to the cause. And so your commercial empire expands. Contribute they did by helping to make your new garments as durable as possible. We put our hearts and souls into them, and I have every confidence they'll keep you safe in the battle to come. Gods, to think how far we've come since our humble beginnings at the Waking Sands. From the rising stones to the falling snows, and even a certain insufferable someone's ruby bazaar, we were always fortunate to find friends along the way. Even when you were swept away to the first, Grahati was there to grant you sanctuary. I'll never forget the relief I felt when you all returned to us. I thought my heart would burst. Yours has been a long, long journey, and I've been privileged to watch, often with bated breath, as you persevere time and again. For all the joy you shared, there's been much sorrow as well. But I've long since learned you can't have one without the other. Which is why I promise to send you off to the Sea of Stars with a smile, and you can be certain I'll be the first one to welcome you back on your return. Taro's good. Congrats to Zultur J, who just got level 90. Oh my god, they're all mad about me skipping the line. I'm hemmed in. So many spears, swords, and other poking devices. Well, you know how it is. Peace. Actually, I need to turn it in here. In addition to your new ensemble, we have raiments and weaponry for every need, so please feel free to browse our stock. You may now obtain job-specific gear from Varsarud, and you can equip this stuff, but it will get synced, and things, stuff, and other things. Job gear. Physical DPS. I love your laughter, thank you. So this lance is an upgrade, but it's only going to be an upgrade for like a quarter of a level, right? But maybe I want it for the appearance. And it's free, right? It's actually all free. Do I just take it all? No, don't bother. Alright, but, grab it when you get to 89? I am 89. But you think I should only get Dragoon right now? But then I have to come back. Whereas if I get them all now, then I don't have to come back. Doesn't that seem better? Stop! Too many friend requests. I can't load it fast enough. It literally won't work. All right. Dancer, Machinist, Bard, Ninja, Samurai, Monk, Reaper, Dragoon. Dancer, Machinist, Bard, Ninja, Samurai, Monk, Reaper. One above that will be Dragoon. It's called Tiamat. Holy. This looks extremely familiar. Didn't we already have armor like this way back in Heavensward? With the things to the side. Is there not a no option? Where's my no option? How do I reject this friend request? Scroll down. Scroll down where? Right click the request. Right click their name. I don't see their name. Is their name in here? On the list. What list? Up at the top? So this friends list includes people who are waiting for me to accept? How do I tell the difference? They're orange. Names in orange are requests. Hate the friends listen to the game. It is really, 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 really bad. decline. I can't believe you would call yourself that. Did that request just undo my decline? It did. Decline again. Oh my god, you did it again! How do I stop you from requesting friends so I can decline Telegy? How do you keep timing it at the exact moment I click decline? Alright, that's enough friends requests right now. Friend requests too hard. I can't do it. I can't do it. I realize you've still got lots to do before you depart, so I won't keep you any longer. I do hope you can find a moment for yourself and that the others can as well. They said they were returning to Valdezi Annex, so I doubt they stayed for long. I do not mind the friends request, my friends. I will gladly add all of you until I run out of slots. But the friends list is too annoying for me to do right now. If you decide to go looking for them, I'd suggest speaking with Kryl first. I'm sure they would have told her their plans. Alright. All of you holding swords and daggers in my way. A wind-up chimera. Crafted by piecing together the remnants of unsold automata. Thank you, but this is not a trade me all of your stuff stream. I gotta go save the world. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Goodbye. Last time some of you traded me some very questionable things that I'm not sure were worth anything at all. What's in the box? It's locked. It does say that. I should have seen it coming. Speak with Kryl. You're back. I take it you received your gift from Tataru? Yeah, it's all black and silvery and stuff. It was a surprise long in the making with many hours of fretting to get everything just right. I'm glad to see it realized and with great success. If you're looking for the others though, they've already taken their leave. Dola, Thancred, and Uyanger have gone to the last stand for a bite to eat. Alice and Grahatia, meanwhile, thought their time would be better spent poring over books at Numenor. As for Alphino and Estinian, well, they've elected to pay a visit to the Levelier estate, though Estinian seems somewhat reluctant to go. I'm sure they would all be glad for your company, if you've a mind to seek them out. Should you be feeling peckish, I'd suggest heading to the last stand before Stoll and the others finish eating. But above all else, it would be foolish to run headlong into battle a fatigued mess, so do remember to get a good night's sleep. Man, we're sleeping good today. We had a nap earlier, and then we had a return nap again. Now we're gonna go get some more bed. Hey everyone. Robin, come to make our trio a quartet, have you? Please have a seat and we'll see about getting you a drink. Oh. Oh.
Your
I think you
business
call
with
that-
Tataru was finished.
Yes.
My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
So I take it they
Feels
got
like
the
a
crossworld
lifetime
stuff
ago that Master
working.
Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing.
It's actually fairly impressive that it's functioning and working out the day they launched it.
Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world.
Verily.
Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine.
Yeah, it's really wild.
But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
Mm-hmm. That is a nice mug of beer he's got.
Gods, it feels like only yesterday that we went on that mission to Drybone.
Yeah. Feels like only 30 some days ago.
We've both changed much since then, have we not?
True.
We've come far together, and if we have aught
Pizza,
to say about it,
chicken
we'll go
wings,
further
hamburger,
still.
Burrito.
Aye. We
Flatbread.
will avert this calamity and return
Cake.
home.
Muffin. Salad. Reuben. Beer. Holy moly. We are eating good tonight.
In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust has settled.
What with the primals and Ascians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies.
Yeah. All threats will have been eliminated from the world. Nothing remains undone. We can all quietly craft for the remainder of our days.
In all seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
It is. It is a beautiful sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change.
Mm-hmm.
With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much will change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess, I too have yearned to see more of the world.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Me too.
If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to effect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear.
It's the weird beard.
What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds.
All three of them have chokers on, each and every one.
'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise. Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you. And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
I saw her more recently than you did.
Spare me.
Oh, you're talking to Thancred. Alright, fair enough.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
All I said was
Well, shall we make a toast? To victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
My turn? Nope. Nice meal together with friends. Yeah, you better leave. Yeah. I say, Robin, whence came this simulacrum that stands beside you? Oh, you drunk. I see falsely, but stolen Thengrid but moments ago employed the same doubling magic. Alright then, keep your secrets. Leaving so soon, I suppose it's for the best. If you'd rather not explore the bottom of a bottle with real shade, I dare say the others would welcome your company as well. If you can find them, that is. In any case, so long as you make the most of your time, then that is all that matters. Alright, let's go find Alice and Alphino. Bye, friends. He is pretty far away. Whoops. Double click too fast. Love bards. I really enjoy your ability to play music in the game, but I will admit that when I'm just, you know, doing my thing and the background music is on, it can be a cacophony very, very quickly. The heck just hit me? Alright. Let's see if I can get through this list. Well, what the fuck was that? A bell just fell on my head. Jump scares me every time. You can /busy. I have turned on /busy for now, and then I'm going to clear out the rest of the invites from today. And then I will turn /busy off later. Accepting requests on stream. I'm always streaming. I almost never play unless I'm streaming. So the rest of them aren't orange because they're offline, so I can't do it fast. Almost done, guys. You can make friend groups. What does a friend group do? Does a friend group always go to the top of the list? Assign icons. How do I do that? How do I assign icons? Is this the icon? No, that's the company. Right click. I am right clicking. Adventure plate, search, tell, invite, remove, friend group. So it is friend group. That's what I was asking. It's friend group. How do I earn apples? Just being in the stream gives you apples. A currency that isn't worth anything and does not matter. You try speaking with Alice, but she is fast asleep.
Oh,
Hello, Kryl.
knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come. Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over. From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world.
Man, that last one, it feels like none of the Scions do, doesn't it? Are any of the Scions partnered? I don't think they are right now. Too busy with work, putting their relationships off. That's kind of a big
There is
gap
so much that
in their
life
lives.
has to offer. So much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness.
Player can't headcanon themselves with them. But it's a... I mean, okay, I get it for role-playing that you want them to be unpartnered so you can role-play yourself as partnered, but it is a gap in their completeness as characters. Those
When you're out there
player?
fighting tooth and nail, it's all too
not
easy
Robin.
to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
Must be partnered to be complete. No, not at all. That's not what I'm saying at all. But having some romantic relationships every now and then between some of them and other people is a part of the vast majority of our lives. And it feels incomplete for no characters to have any of them ever.
Well, 'tis good to be... wait. What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
A little bit.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word.
The fuck? No one cares that you fell asleep?
I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
Alright, alright, alright. We're going all the way across town now. That was cute. It was. That's what we're doing right now. Ever since the scene in the plaza, we're saying hi to people, we're saying bye to people, we're having cute interactions, having together time while we wait to embark upon our extremely arduous and dangerous attempt to save the entire world. It's fine if people see you sleeping. I mean, I don't I don't fall asleep in public, I guess is my answer. Unsatisfying though it is. It's embarrassing. I guess, yeah. I mean, it would be weird to wake up and see people watching me sleep. That would be very strange.
Oh. What brings you here?
I'm not sure I've ever slept in public. Except when I was a kindergartner. I used to sleep on the bus on the way home from school. But then, a semi-truck hit the bus I was riding while I was asleep. And I woke up under a seat with a concussion and a broken arm. And I have never slept in a vehicle since.
Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil.
When 0 to 100, I was fine. Bones heal.
All is well, I assure you.
I never really thought of it as trauma. Like, I never, ever thought of it as trauma. Like, it was so long ago that I don't even feel like the same person, you know? Like, a kindergarten me was 32 years ago. And it doesn't feel like me. And I never thought about it as trauma until one day I was like, wow, I actually never sleep on vehicles. I wonder if that's why. But it doesn't bother me. I have nothing in common with that 5-year-old. I was literally asleep when it happened. I had to be told what happened, you know? I didn't see the truck coming. I didn't see the bus rolling. I just woke up. I do on long plane rides. I read and I watch TV.
In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see.
The bus rolled. I'm told it rolled. Yeah. And the bus was in the middle of a field when I woke up.
My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
So you're 27? I'm 37.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
True.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
He's so handsome
I
with
might
his
have
hair
been
up.
delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink. The thought of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... it was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth. That's not to say I think we won't be returning. Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today.
Good advice. If
After
we're
all,
talking about pleasant and
tomorrow is
wholesome
never
things.
promised.
Never put off to tomorrow that which you can do today that you will enjoy and find rewarding, but always put off till the latest possible moment that you can still complete it as required, anything that you would not enjoy doing. For the exact same reason.
It's fine.
Because you might die.
Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family. Well, it's past time we were on our way.
I agree. It's time to save the world.
Wait! Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me. To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit. I am ever grateful.
Oh, what a moment. This, I would love to say thank you to both of them as well, but this sounds so begrudging and not in the spirit of the moment. I'm worried about the ear flattening incident, guys. I think this is the better one. I'm worried that that's too sarcastic and weird. You could say it in the right way.
No,
or you
I'm
could
not.
say it in the wrong way.
And I'm proud of that.
Loading, loading. Alright, speak with Ojika Tsunjika. It is time, once again, to bed. Living in fear of the future. I chose an option with Graha that I believed would be taken in a spirit of amusement and that's Robin, but it actually made him sad. Like, it actually made him sad. And I'm scared now that it'll happen again with some of these responses. Welcome back, Robin. Return to catch a final few winks before embarking on your mission, I presume. You'll be happy to know your chambers have been cleaned and fresh linens laid out. I pray you enjoy the sweetest dreams on the final night before the big day. No one likes the silent treatment? I mean, of course no one likes the silent treatment, but I didn't see it as the silent treatment. I saw it as body language and I don't know. I didn't see it as the silent treatment. Body language and knowing Robin and humor. Oh my, the Royal Menagerie in Alamigo. Man, Robin's always dreaming and stuff. Ah, here again. Whoa. Like super here again.
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly.
Sounds like Alice's words have been eating at him a little bit.
In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you?
Transcendent moment, he says.
And what was it that you sought in me?
All I saw in you was a big fucking hole for my spear that you would never live again from. Wording. The day of reckoning. We all need a timeout again. I can't believe it. Every day a timeout. Chat too horny.
How often have we thus assembled? To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments, from the joyous to the sorrowful.
We've had occasion to call other places home too. Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium, to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all.
The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready. The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel.
There were space bunnies.
They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule.
All 8 of us.
Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteon. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
An extremely long and protracted exercise in informed consent.
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words. You must triumph. What that means will differ for each of you.
Nope. It means kill the bird.
To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether. Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Let us be off then.
Do not die? I think it's more important to kill
Wait.
the bird than to not die.
Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here. Safe journey, all of you, and be safe.
I suppose this is where we part ways. For now, at least. Would that I had sage words of wisdom to share before you depart. Maybe the teachings of Gallus Baldesian will suffice. Surrender not to anger or hatred, he said. Look beyond them, and there find true strength. What one sees beyond is open to interpretation, I think, but for me it would be the things I cherish most in life. Things I believe are worth fighting for. Something to consider as you venture into the sea of stars. In the spirit of cutscene, I implore you play all the way to, I assume by end you mean credits, and that will be 3 hours, he says. 3 hours would be 5:30, which would be a 12.5-hour stream plus however long I sit and talk about and think after it. That seems completely fine to me. The others are already off to Thamazane. Best not keep them waiting, eh? I'm not allowed to go back to my room. How do I redo my glamour? You have played saved? Apparently I don't have it saved. Did I miss Dragoon somewhere? There we go. That's not it. Nope, that's not it. There's one I have in mind. Where'd it go? Is that it? No. None of these are it. Oh. Nope, that's not it either. Is that it? Maybe that's it. That's it. How do I move it again? I don't remember how to move it. Nope. Nope. Good lord. It's maiming augmented. Think about the pants. I wonder if the pants are also in here. Nah. Maybe that's good enough. What kind of boots we got? Just a touch too shiny. That seems pretty close. Stalling? Fixing glam is not stalling. Don't be ridiculous. Fixing glam is an extremely important part of playing the game. Alright, let's go to Thomazane. Alright, let's head up the elevator. It's time to go get our spaceship and fly to the edge of the universe and destroy the bad. This is 5 or 6 hours. I mean, I don't mind how long it goes. What does chat think? Are you guys trying to sleep right now? Do you want me to wait until tomorrow? Or you want to stay up and finish this? I think we just go. Lean back, my friends. I will not stop until we see credits. I'm not gonna rush either. I'm gonna play the game and enjoy it. But we will see credits tonight.
All present and accounted for? Good. As you will have heard, the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board and be on your way.
I've seen my fair share of tight schedules, but this was bloody murder. But we did it. We finished the ship.
Nice work, Sid. I mean, your ship.
It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a garland through and through.
Yoink.
I really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you for everything.
Don't mention it. Ever since that episode with Omega, I've been toying with the idea of starfaring vessels. And as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. We've learned a lot, let me tell you.
Hey, Alpha.
In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey on your return.
I actually wasn't worried about payment at all.
So, have you thought of a name?
A name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
Well, seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuno, who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
As you know, this vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration. And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible. From a fragment of Dalamud, we obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars. And this fragment would not have found its way to us had the Archon Louisoix not fought to protect this world. And in so doing, laid down his life.
Alright, I'm willing.
Now that the vessel stands complete, I cannot help but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance. If it was my father's intention to guide us here.
X.
In the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us.
You're not naming it after him?
The Starship Ragnarok.
Alright. I mean, an apocalyptic name is cool and suitable for the boat because we're going to try to stave off apocalypse, but that was a really roundabout way of naming it that. I thought we were going to name it Louisoix.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
What are you all doing here?
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations. You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mother Crystal. Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare, not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards for feeding to the engines. But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves!
Okay.
Thou wouldst employ summoning, or should I say its precursor, creation magics.
Care to explain for our benefit?
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Loporrits are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment. Yet simple though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Much as Robin immaculately conceived the primals he had fought before for fighting them again in Eden.
Hence the ancients' meticulous management of concepts.
Drawing upon this art, the Ascians conceived of summoning as we know it. A derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest a creation.
I see. By combining the Loporrit's magics and the tribe's faith, We convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience. Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
Indeed! Indeed!
I love that you guys all know the answer
gave
now.
us the ability to use creation magics. She forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul, or similar. She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
Am I the only one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
I mean, we can use the scales, I
Oh,
suppose.
right, I was getting to that. From what I've read in Sharlayan tomes, it appears the Ascians incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. The fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Beings thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner.
Huh. Well, that sounds like bootstrapping your way from abject poverty into wealth. Just by yanking on your bootstraps. So yeah, makes sense. I'm good with it.
In contrast, our creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
Truth be told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on you. When the avatars of our faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we who birthed them. Where others vilified and suppressed us, you offered understanding and friendship. In gratitude, we will share with you the true expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
And do you guys remember the whole Titan questline in Limsa where we were talking and joking around about correcting their religion? Because we had the new piggy. I don't remember what it was, but someone was arguing, saying it's not religion. I think it is.
Alright, you lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
Lead the way.
May we have a moment? In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
Did you develop? An iPad?
Portable teleportation devices. One for each of you, designed to work in tandem. Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok.
An AoE guild-wide mass Hearthstone.
There is no telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate to use them. Be safe, all of you, and come back.
You as well. I pray you take care.
AoE rescue. I've always wanted AoE life grip in World of Warcraft. There's mass grip for Death Knights. Let's give priests mass grip.
A few of my fellows will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
You ever troll with life grip? No, never. I'm a healer.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go, and Godspeed.
It is time. Eglyph. That's a very old Englishy kind of name. If you would come this way, I will direct you to the bridge. Upon boarding the Ragnarok, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. I can't believe you guys thought this was going to take me 3 hours to get to. Look at those nice monitors. Floating holographic. She's still breathing snot bubbles. Get her away from a console.
To the bridge, everyone! I hope you have everything, because I can't be bothered turning back. Right then, make yourselves comfortable. We're setting off in just a moment.
It's incredible.
This is Forshano. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
The
Can you turn it down a
preparations
little?
for the summonings are complete. In accordance with the 14th phase of the plan, we have moved the Ragnarok to the launch site. The gates are open. You may depart when ready.
So, are we ready?
As ready as we'll ever be. Let's get going.
Oh, come on. The burnt-out star's got more fire in its belly. Try it again, with feeling.
Carbon says no.
Me? But I...
No need to be coy, brother. Do it, and do it well.
If you all insist.
Onward unto the distant stars and beyond. Ragnarok, engage. Engage! Engage!
Oh man. Man. Oh, I can't believe it. Charlion destroyed. Was that Moggle Mog? That was Moggle Mog.
Ah! That I must carry landwalkers into the sky! I cannot imagine a greater indignity!
Do not sulk so, for thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter. Nay, they may serve also to thrust forth with vigor. Such is thy glory, and thus it is an occasion to rejoice. So come, let us revel!
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation. I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free!
This is really weird. I get that it's a callback to the primals we fought in another part of our journey, but it's pretty weird.
Still in one piece? Good. Sleeping way? Report?
All's well. Fantastic, even.
Well, at least the pilot's awake and not blowing snot.
Thanks to the power of those primals, the engines are roaring and we're ripping along.
All values are also within projected ranges. Time to destination is 8 carats. Perhaps 7 at a pinch.
Now that sounds like a sensible system for measurement. I think I could learn that system pretty easily.
All right, let's go over some points of caution. Our destination, as you know, is Ultima Thule. Lest you wonder, the place is not a star so much as a patch of emptiness. That's the extent of what our equipment could determine, anyway. From what we know of Meteon, she's likely used Dynamis to obfuscate her location.
So, in conclusion, we'll only know what's there when we get there.
The crew and I will see to it the ship's ready to take off at a moment's notice. We'll support the search as best we can, but it'll be your paws on the ground, assuming there is any.
Pause or ground?
But everything will be fine, I'm sure. Hydaelyn believes in you, so you ought to believe in yourselves. Just don't do anything I wouldn't. Like waiting too long to use those portable teleporters of yours. Personally, at the slightest sign of trouble, I'd mash the button to bits. And you should as well.
Understood. We promise to be careful.
I suggest you brace yourselves. We're about to arrive and the vessel will shake a good bit.
What is this? Something is... interfering with the equipment. Greetings.
Ooh. That wasn't creepy at all.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
So this is Meteon.
Oh. Have you met one of my sisters? I don't remember meeting you myself. But I do know that you're from Atheris. Why have you come? All you had to do was wait. I would have delivered to you your ends.
We didn't ask for that.
I don't understand. All life is destined to end. Why choose to prolong your suffering? Effort, ambition, love, they amount to naught. Happiness, should you find it, is inevitably lost. Stolen away by events beyond your control. There is no logic nor meaning in it. You think there is. Convince yourselves. But it's all a cruel accident. Come now. I speak the truth. A truth you would recognize if you looked up at the night sky. Unbroken emptiness. Cold, dark, and silent. Your world, like every other, is but a blemish upon its perfect fabric. Life is an anomaly. It is unnatural and cannot continue. The sooner you accept this, the easier it will be.
She has a point. No, she does not.
Just to be clear, we're not here to argue with you.
That's right. We're here to stab you.
We know that life is fleeting, and that in the short time we have it, we're not assured happiness.
He has a point.
Indeed.
Nope, I have a point.
I've seen far more sorrow in the eyes of many I've met. I myself have plenty of regrets. And one day they'll die with me. Gone to dust with my good deeds and unfulfilled dreams.
But we accept this. That our existence may seem pointless, That sorrow, rage, and despair will always dog our heels. And we press on regardless. That is why Hydaelyn guided us here. In her boundless love for mankind, she has prepared us for this trial, and in her name, we have come for you.
Yes, I sense it. A burning passion like unto fury. I know it well. For the same passion once burned in many a star before yours. Suffocated and extinguished now.
I can't breathe.
You approach the bounds of my ultimatum, where emotions dictate reality, where resignation and acceptance unite to embrace the end, where those who yet valiantly cling to life cannot thrive.
This thing, Cred.